My name is Allison Grissom. Do you find it difficult to handle conflict in a positive, healthy manner? Today, I'm going to provide you with some healthy methods in which to deal with conflict. Donna Belfiore wrote an article entitled Interpersonal Conflict and Effective Communication. Today, I'm going to go over some key points of that article. Conflict is part of our lives. Not all conflict is bad. People deal with conflict differently. The methods with which we choose to deal with the conflict will determine whether the outcome is positive or negative. Let's start by going over some unhealthy methods in which people commonly use to handle conflict. One way is to shy away from the situation altogether. They may not trust themselves to deal with the conflict in a positive manner, or they may not be confident enough within themselves to fully express their opinion. Another way is to get mad and place blame on the other party. The third way is to use power and influence to resolve the conflict, giving no consideration to the other person involved. These are some examples of unhealthy ways to deal with conflict. Now, let's look at some healthy ways to reduce the intensity of a conflict. The first technique is called the diffusing technique. During the conflict, one person is normally angrier than the other. You can deal with this anger by agreeing with something the other person has said. It's harder to remain angry at somebody when they're agreeing with what you are saying. You can also try empathy. Try putting yourself in their position and see how you might feel in the same situation. Then there's exploration. You need to ask questions in order to figure out everything the other person is angry about. Using I statements is also an effective way to deal with it. For example, you can say, "I feel bad that you are angry with me." That's taking some of the blame off them and putting the blame on you. These are some methods that are used to reduce the intensity of a conflict. Now, let's look at healthy methods in which we can use to resolve the conflict. First, we need to identify the problem. You need to calmly discuss both sides of the problem. You need to state your side clearly and fully listen to what the other person is saying. Then we need to try to figure out some possible ways in which to handle the conflict. This will probably require some compromise from all parties. You need to decide on and implement a solution. Once you've done this, you need to continue working towards and reevaluating the solution. Understand that situations may arise that require you to adjust the solution. In conclusion, we have learned that conflict is an unavoidable part of our lives, and how we deal with it will greatly determine the outcome. I hope you have found this information useful, and hopefully you can put it to good use soon. Thank you for taking the time to listen.